The problem with instincts is that you don't question them until it's too late. Yet there are instances when something or someone tugs you in a different direction. Away just in time in my case, that someone was a dog, a quiet, white-furred rescue named Scout. I didn't know much about his past. The shelter said he'd been pulled from a house fire. As a puppy, he had a faint scar near his hind leg, and he didn't like loud bangs or flashing lights, but otherwise he was calm, watchful, gentle. I adopted him 3 years ago. We'd become something like roommates, not overly affectionate, not needy, just present. He followed me around the house, slept at the foot of the bed, and always waited outside the bathroom door like a little white shadow. But we never had a moment, the kind that changes things, until that Tuesday morning. I was making breakfast, eggs, toast, nothing fancy. The stove had been acting up recently. The gas flame flickered sometimes, and I meant to call someone about it. But you know how it goes, you forget, you delay, you assume you'll deal with it later. I cracked 2 eggs into the pan. Scout lay nearby in his usual corner. Then something strange happened. He stood up, not slowly, not lazily. He jumped his feet, ears sharp, tail stiff, eyes fixed on me. Then he moved in 3 bounds. He crossed the kitchen, lunged toward me, and grabbed my shirt. Not playfully, not like a dog wanting attention. This was something else. He pulled hard. Scout! I shouted, startled. He pulled again. My back hit the counter behind me. I dropped the spatula. My brain scrambled to understand. Was he scared? Was something outside? And then I smelled it, gas, a strong, sharp wave of it. Not the usual faint whiff you get from an old burner. This was thicker, wrong. I turned back toward the stove, and just as I did, I saw the tiniest spark near the base. Then boom, a flash, a roar, a wall of heat and light. The blast threw me sideways into the hallway, ears ringing, vision blurred. The smoke alarm screamed above me, but all I could hear was Scout barking, coughing, pawing at my arm. The kitchen was gone. The fire department later said it was a slow gas leak. The igniter had caught it at just the wrong time. Had I still been standing there, they said it would have been over. I told them about Scout, about the pull, the bark, the seconds. He gave me one of the firefighters. A woman in her 50s knelt beside him, scratched his head, and said softly, "They never forget." I didn't understand what she was saying when she explained that dogs that have survived fires in the past, particularly when they were puppies, often react before humans can. The smell, the shift in air pressure, and the sounds that we don't hear are all things that they remember deeply, and they eventually become instinctive. The Scout did more than just save me. He recalled the sensation of fire, and he made a conscious decision to prevent it from happening again. That night, we slept at a friend's house. Scout curled up beside me, closer than ever before. I kept one hand on his back the whole time. I used to think of him as quiet, mellow, maybe even distant. But now I know better. Now I know he was watching, listening, waiting for the moment when I need him most. Some heroes don't wear capes, some don't even bark until it matters. And when they pull you from the fire, you never see them the same way again. He didn't save me with noise or strength. He saved me with memory. A scar he never forgot became the instinct that saved my life. That's not just loyalty, that's love earned through fire.